All right, so the first step of changing out a bathroom faucet is going to get a new faucet. So when you go to the store, you need to figure out if you want the old ugly brown, if you want pewter, or if you want chrome, which is what I usually choose when I install. But you know, when I'm working for a homeowner, I'm like, okay, what do you want, homeowner? Normally I just sell them what I like, or I go and look at it and then figure out from there. So what I chose today, I chose this little, I like the way this one looks, so I chose that. Now I'm not a name brand whore, so when it comes to stuff, I just like what I like. I like the way it looks, I like that design, and that's the price on that particular faucet. All right, so step 2 of the process is to walk your little happy hips down to the plumbing area, and while you're down there, you need to pick up what is called plumber's putty. Okay, bam. It's gonna be about $3. Okay, don't know if you can see that or not, but bam, it's gonna be about $3 for that. You need a tube of it. All right, then you go over here to the supply line section, and you always want to get the proper supply line. So I've already looked at the job. I know that they are 12 inches, okay? And you always want to read them, and you want to install the proper ones. Now this is a 1/2 inch to 3/8. I know that's the right ones, so there you have it. And when you're doing plumbing, you're always going to have a hiccup. I don't care what's going on, and I don't like to do plumbing after 1 p.m. simply because you always seem to have a hiccup with plumbing. But I got my faucet, got my supply lines. You always want to change the supply lines out when you're changing a faucet. You just want to do that, okay? All right, so in order to complete this job easily, I must add, because you can do it without this tool right here, but you're gonna need yourself a good basin wrench. All right, if not, you're gonna be in for a treat, and it's not gonna be a good treat. So need a basin wrench. All right, so while you're in the Lowe's or Home Depot or Walmart or wherever you at shopping for a faucet, because some of y'all buy cheap stuff. Don't buy cheap. Get you a basin wrench. All right, welcome back to iFixit 0504, and today I'm going to show you how to change out a bathroom faucet. So when I got to the house today, the faucet is not even there. This little piece, the handle had broken off, so there's no fixing that. You got to replace that bad boy. So I'm going to show you how to change out a bathroom sink faucet. Well, hopefully I can position the camera so you can see everything. All right, so what you're going to need for this job, you're going to need a few things, and I've already done some shopping, and if you've gotten this far, then you know how to pick out a faucet. You also know how to that you need supply lines, and you're gonna need a basin wrench. You know that already, because I'm gonna actually have to edit this video. All right, so I'm gonna remove these little covers. So all it is just a little plastic cover. You probably don't have this in your house. And they put these things on there too. Kind of hard to get apart. So the first thing you do when you're going to replace a faucet, you have to turn off the water. Okay, turn off the water supply. Number 1. Number 2, open up the oh shoot, what is it called? The faucet. Open up the line. Okay, you want to drain anything that might have been up in there. And 3, I'm going to have to get up under here so I can see what I'm doing. All right, because there are going to be some connections that are under here, and I'm going to point them out to you to show you what you're going to have to do. Okay, so we're under here. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cover up the camera. This is going to be a pretty lengthy job, maybe 10 or 15 minutes. Okay, so we're going to disconnect all that's up in there. Okay, the supply line, which is here, that's what you need a basin wrench for, and then these little white, dang, what are they called? Nuts. Oh goodness, and it helps if you got a light. So we'll put you guys here, and hopefully you'll be able to see what I'm doing the whole entire time. If not, I apologize up front for you not being able to. And sometimes you get in into some situations where you got to be uncomfortable for a minute in order to do it. So we're going to do this as fast as possible, but of course as safe as possible. Because anytime you're working, you always want to be thinking of safety first. Not only for your person, but for the job that you're doing, for the house. You don't want to create any flooding. Now, a lot of times when you're doing this kind of work, the valve that you just turned off will not turn the water off all the way completely. Okay, you see how that turns once you get it up in there? Okay, watch for the debris to fall. It's best to have some goggles on, or if you wear glasses, the debris will hit your glasses, not really cause a problem. Okay. It's always one that's up there. Hopefully, neither one of them will be trouble. Ah, yes, we are cooking with gas. Or grease, or however you want to say it. All right, that's usually the hardest part right there. Second hardest part is getting it away from. All right, see, remember I told you, you may have some water. Sometimes you can't get the water can turn it completely off. Okay, which is fine. You know, you just have a little residual water that line sometimes. And then other times, you can't stop it from leaking, and you got to turn it off from the outside on the street. But I don't think we're going to do that this time. I think we just got some residual water coming. All right, these are going to be a bear right here. They've been on there so many years. A lot of times they'll kind of weld themselves on there. So hopefully we can break it loose and get it off. If not, we may have to cut that faucet in order to get that off. That may be what we have to do today. See, I tried a different angle. Oh, the camera is amazing. I can actually see what I'm doing via the camera. Yep, that's not gonna work, folks. So sometimes you're not strong enough to get those little doohickeys off, which is not a big deal. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go out to my truck and I will get, I don't really want to do that today. This is another reason why I don't start plumbing after 1 p.m. because sometimes you can get it quick and easy. Other times, not so quick and easy. Okay, so I'm going to go get my saw to cut this thing out. Okay, hey, we're back. That's what it looks like when you get finished cutting it up. That's the mess that you create at the bottom. But now everything's gonna be easy peasy, okay? So, next thing I'm going to do, or the next thing you're gonna do is take all this crap. We gotta take our pop-up off. Or just pull it through. Okay, in that case, it just came right out. No biggie. Trying to position you guys so you can see. Sorry, I don't have the most ideal studio here. I guess a bathroom is not the best. How about we'll put you guys over there? Okay, we'll try that. Still won't be able to see me work with you. There you go. That's kind of a good angle. As long as it'll sit there. Okay, so you want to clean this off really well. You notice I have gloves on. Especially with plumbing, you're going to get little cuts on your hands. I choose to wear gloves with all my jobs, but especially with plumbing, because plumbing is going to tear your hands up. And you can use any gloves. If you use little cheap white ones, like they use in the medical field, well, you're gonna need double, triple, quadruple up on those. If you're using these heavy duty ones like I have, yeah, you're good. Don't even sweat it. All right, so here we go. We'll take out the new one. Why am I so blurry? Come back. I don't know what it's trying to focus on. Must be my bag. Okay, let's take the bag down. It should clear up. Are we clear? Not yet. You guys can't see because it's blurry. Hello, hello. There we go. All right, so. All right, so we have a new drain, which we don't need, okay? Oh, that would be so cool to install, but at this house, I'm not gonna do that, okay? If I was at another house, I would install the drain. But for this one, we're not gonna need that. Okay, you guys remember that plumber's putty that I told you guys to buy at Lowe's or Home Depot or wherever you were shopping? Well, guess what? I forgot. Mine is in the truck. But we'll run out there and get it ASAP. As soon as we figure out all of the parts. Okay, so here are the instructions. Take those things, throw them in the trash. Whoop. Okay, they're gone. You're not gonna need those. You're not gonna understand them anyway. They're written in English, but you're not gonna understand them. All right, so apparently we need a Allen wrench. Here's our bottom. This is where you're gonna put the plumber's putty. Actually, with this one, we don't really need plumber's putty, but I like to do it the way I like to do it. So we're gonna do plumber's putty. What plumber's putty does, it allows it to not leak from the top down to the bottom. That's really what the plumber's putty does. And when you're doing this kind of work, you're gonna go back and forth to your vehicle 500,000 times. That's why I told you guys when we were at the store, everything you needed to pick up then. So that when you get on your job, you won't have to run back and forth to the store. Because if you're a novice and you don't do this all the time, even though I do this constantly and all the time, there's still things that I forget. So that's why when you're doing it yourself, it's great to research before you go to the store. And if you go on my channel and you keep following me, I'm going to show you those tricks and tips of how to not waste so much time, energy, and more importantly, money. Because what? Time is money. So I keep some of this in my truck. That's why I didn't buy any at the store, because I didn't really need any. And believe it or not, we are almost done. The hard part is over. Install is so easy. Getting the old one out is always what takes forever. And I guess total time I've been working on it, because you guys are seeing the edited portions. I've been working on it probably like 15, 17 minutes right now. But I'm gonna take you guys with me the rest of the way. You guys gonna get to see the whole rest of the install, okay? So what you wanna do, get you some plumber's putty. Okay, about yay much. And you want to start doing it just like it's putty, okay? Like it's Play-Doh, like when you were a kid, okay? Something like that, create a string of it. And then you're gonna go around the outer edge. And when I get finished doing it, I'm gonna show you what it looks like, which is probably gonna be the most important, because I know if you've never done this before, you can be like, what in the world did he just do? Okay, y'all, hold on a second. Turn this, close this door. Some of my folks got some noise going on, which is fine. They're at home. I just wanna make sure we got good audio. All right, so we got it around about half of it right now. So we'll take that original string that we had created. Going to put more down, okay? And there's really no wrong way of doing this. Just gotta take your time and do it right. So the last thing you wanna do is do a good job of install and then it leaks on you, right? You don't want it leaking, because then your wife is going to be like, what did you do? I told you to call a professional plumber. So it's going to look like that. Got me? And just going to place it right over the holes. Now, this is a little different than what you might have purchased. So you're going to unscrew this. If yours is this style, see, this one actually came with supply lines. So I didn't have to buy supply lines, but I didn't read the package either. So make sure you read the package. You can always take, anything that you have extra, you can always take that back. It's no big deal. Supply houses always accept, items back. It's no problem. So the way this one's going to work, all right, so see how the faucet is? That little washer fits right there because it's a design, or it's a design washer. It's not really doing much, but making it pretty up top. We're gonna feed those supply lines through, and we're gonna insert like so. Now we have our washer and we have our metal washer. So metal goes to metal in this case. All right. So we're gonna go up under here. Let's see if I can put the camera under there so you can see. You might be able to see. You probably won't though. So I'll keep you guys down here for the rest of the install. How about that? Make sure I try to position a little better. Okay, there you go. So at this point in time, it's really for me. I'm gonna feel what I'm doing more opposed to seeing. Now, also another thing that you may need are a set of adjustable pliers, just so you can remove the supply line. All right. You can do it with the base and wrench, but the adjustable pliers just seem to work a little bit easier, faster, better for me. You guys you got rained on, didn't you? Apologize about that. Okay, I don't even know how much footage you guys got. The thing just turned off. I guess if you got rained on, then the water just turned you guys off, and I had to turn you back on. But we'll edit that, baby. All right, so those old supply lines are out. Now what we're gonna do, normally your left side is cold and your right side is going to be hot if you hook them up, and that is not so. And remember, righty tighty, lefty loosey. Okay, doing things kind of out of order right now. What did I do? Oh yeah, I didn't put that in. And remember I told you about the directions? The directions, you don't need them because the whatever you're working on teaches you how to do it properly. I forgot to put the washers on wherever they may be. And you'll do that often too. You'll misplace things. Just, you'll have them 1 second and you'll look up and they're gone. And look at there. Amazing. I found them. So I forgot to put the washers on, which is normal. I'm not even gonna edit that out because it's good for you guys to see the pros. Don't get it right all the time either. But before we get finished, we're like, oh, wait a minute, we missed that step. Okay, so that goes up there like so. And I'm gonna come up under here, and I'm gonna hold it with my other hand while I feed the bracket, the securing bracket on. Maybe I won't. It's a little more difficult than I thought. There we go. So now we have everything on there that we need. We're gonna feed this up through here. And we're going to screw that on. Now make sure you're screwing it on right. Don't cross thread. And the easiest way to screw things on without cross threading it is to screw it backwards first and then start tightening. Okay, and if it's giving you any trouble at all going on, then it's not on properly. Okay, just remember that. So we're gonna get it relatively hand tight, about right there. Okay, want to get it relatively tight, and then we're gonna crank those screws down with my drill. Okay, and got it about almost there, right about there. Okay, and then we're gonna take the, well, normally I have a drill with me. I don't know where it is now. Oh, I must have taken it to the truck. So that's why I always carry a multi-tool, because I don't want to make 5,000 steps back and forth to the truck, because I'm trying to get this over and done with. So here we go. I know those are Phillips screws, so this should work. If it doesn't, I'll blame you guys. Okay, so we're just gonna tighten that down until it grips, which right there, that seems like that's one. And we got one more, so we're gonna go on this side. And at this point in time, I'm doing it blind. I'm just doing it by feeling. There we go, I feel it, and bam. It feels like that is tightening. And we're getting there, and bam. You want to line up everything before you tighten it all the way completely down. Bam. Okay, it's in there good and tight. Looks good. And we're going to connect our supply lines. And we're going to go here. Remember how I told you, back it on first. Let it get off in the grooves. Okay. There you go. Back it on. Get off in the grooves. And then righty tighty, lefty loosey. Okay, hand tight, then quarter turn. Remember that. Hand tight, quarter turn. Hand tight, quarter turn. That is your rule to live by. You got me? Or as the children say, you feel me? All right, got the hot side on. Hand tight, quarter turn. Okay. So it's hand tight, and we're gonna put this on. Oh, that's, all right. And you wanna go until, bam. You don't wanna over tighten plumbing, okay? Snug is good, snug is good. Snug as a bug in a rug, all right? But it's all about a feeling at this point in time. I wanna make sure it is good and tight, but not over tight. And it's more of a feeling. So once you get it there, you'll be able to feel it. All right, there, we're tight. Now we're gonna go 1/4 turn, right about there. So everything is good and tight. We're gonna turn on our supplies. That's the hot side. And then that's the cold side. Now we're about to test to make sure everything works. But before you do that, you wanna get all this crud out the sink, because if you don't, you got a chance of clogging up your sink now. And then you have to call me in to come fix it, which I'll show you a neat trick of how to do that one of these days when I come across that. What the heck? Where the heck is the daggone trash? Oh boy. Okay, so you want to clean that up a little bit. You can always use your box, because all this is going. I didn't mean for you guys to fall. I'm sorry. You can always use your box. I did find the trash can. It's sitting over here. And normally I would clean up really good after myself. However, I'm in a house where these guys like to clean. So in that case, since that's the deal, I'm only going to clean up surface. And if your water runs and it runs black, don't be concerned. That's normal. So I'm testing out the left side, which should be the hot side. Testing that out first. And if it's not, and the other side is hot, then we'll switch the supply lines. Make sense, everybody? Now I'm gonna do some cleaning up. I just can't leave everything nasty. It's just not within me. Okay. I'm gonna test the cold side just to make sure. I'm gonna go back to the hot side. I'm gonna run it until it gets hot. I wanna make sure everything is nice and straight up here. And you wanna peel off your excess putty. Okay? You throw that in the trash. And any mess that you made that's in the back of the toilet, back of the sink, just clean that off a little bit. And when you get finished, everything should be looking A-OK and wonderful. And your faucet is installed. These things, just making sure everything is lined up and everything is straight. I didn't show you guys that. I was doing it, but I didn't show it to you. Make sure everything is lined up and everything is straight prior to you tightening everything down. Okay? That's some mighty cool, warm water. I'm gonna run the shower, see if I can get some water back here faster. I just want to make sure the hot sides are hot and the cold sides are cold. So a neat trick, if you're not getting, this is a huge house, so I'm not getting water fast enough, so I'm gonna run the shower just to see and make sure that we're good to go. Oh yeah, there's the warm water now. It's getting hot. So we got it right. Got the left side is the hot side, right side is the cold side, and we're good. So we're gonna put these little cover things back on, and our job is done. So let me show you the finished project. That's what it looks like. Okay. Ta-da! And before I leave, I'll wipe it down, make it look all pretty. But that is how you change a bathroom faucet. Thanks for joining us. See you on the next video. Take care.